scored against this Butler team in conference play. Now, all that to be said, we saw what happened to Coffeyville the second time Butler played them. Butler tied Coffeyville 1-1 in the first outing and then went on the road and won 6-1 in the second outing. So Butler has been beating teams by more the second time they played than they did the first time. So I would suppose that's probably a pretty good indication of how much this team continues to improve. So we'll see. Will KCK be able to make things a little tighter this time around, or will Butler win by multiple goals yet again? We are underway here. And let me tell you, folks, the wind is a factor today. It is really blowing out of the south. We'll pull up the official app to see exactly what it says. The wind is blowing out of the south at 11 miles per hour, sustained with up to 20-mile-per-hour gusts. The temperature is 85. It feels like 83 because the breeze is cooling things off just by a couple of degrees. But really, for the end of October, you cannot ask for any better temperature than this. Kansas City, Kansas, in their road blue uniforms with blue socks, red numerals outlined in white. The Grizzlies, as they have done for as many games as I can remember in a row, are wearing their home gray jerseys with black socks, or black shorts, gray socks, and of course, various shoes to fit the individual unique style of the wearer. KCK throws it in here. We are a minute and a little over a minute gone by. KCK is possessing, but they're going the wrong way. They're going to play it back to their defense. Getting a touch here now is Kate Erpelding out of Eudora, Kansas. She will carry, plays it into the middle. Nice little one-touch there by Cordelia Payne out of Independence, Missouri. Now big ball sent forward, easily turned away by Morgan Fisher. The Grizzlies starting all sophomores today, which means the starting lineup has been altered just a little bit. Coming in and getting a touch here is another sophomore starter, Josie Hallier out of Hutchinson. So along the back, you have your normal two central defenders of Madeline Bowman and Corinne Hackney, but on the wings, those are normally spots occupied by freshmen to start the contest. Today you have two sophomores in Hallier and Morgan Fisher. And Morgan Fisher does get quite a bit of playing time. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies had a break here. Kinsey Godwin was heading towards the goal, but she was offsides in doing so KCK gets a free kick. No real threats for either team as of yet. Of course, we're just underway, but you say that. The Grizzlies have scored in the first minute or two of a few games this year, but not today. KCK now carrying. Good defense played over there by Hackney, taking the ball away, getting it up to Kinsey Godwin. Godwin, the sophomore out of McPherson, is going to play it to Kim McAlpine, the third-year sophomore from Scotland. Brooklyn Hunter is going to play a ball in, looking for Joy Jaboini. It was a good idea, but the ball was just too far out in front of Joy, and by the time she was able to get in the area, the ball had already been picked up by the KCK keeper, Carly Angle. Angle's a 5'7" freshman out of Liberty, Missouri, went to Liberty North High School, getting a touch there and playing it easily. KCK now trying to put some pressure on the Grizzlies in their defensive half, and the ball is out. Yes, out of bounds off KCK. It'll be a throw for Butler. Hallier throws it in over top the head of Megan Wing Sutton, the sophomore out of England. KCK now going to try to make a run. Ball played into Klump. Will she get there in time? And a collision between Klump and the keeper. Both players are down. Klump is slamming her foot into the ground. The clock is going to be stopped with 41 minutes and 21 seconds. We hope that she is okay. She had to come out to make a play on that ball. There was a collision in the box. No foul called either way. Here come the trainers in a hurry, and this could be a devastating blow for this Butler soccer team, depending on the severity of this injury to Kyra Klump. So Kyra Klump is back on her feet, and she will apparently stay in the contest. We'll see if we can see the replay of that impact of that collision with Klump. I went to the control room and took a look at the replay, and it looked like she kind of took a knee to the shoulder and to the face, and it really probably rung her bell, but it looks like she is okay to stay in the game, and she launches a free kick here. So we're back underway. KCK is going to chip a ball in, headed away by Bowman. Fisher trying to get onto the end of it. She will head it forward. And now Yossi Villagrana just launches it up the field, and Jaboyne is going to try to run onto it, and she will not have a chance to do that as it's played away by KCK before she could get there. Blue Devils trying to possess, getting a stab in there was Brooklyn Hunter. Now Jaboyne might get a touch. No. Ball high in the air. Fisher has control. She will turn and play it back to Hackney. Hackney stops the ball. She'll send it back forward, finding Hunter. Brooklyn's going to play a nice pass to Villagrana. Villagrana's got a little bit of space with which to work, cutting towards the middle of the field. Defenders retreating. Now she's going to turn and play it out to Godwin, who's ever so dangerous out there. Godwin's going to send a cross in across the face of the box, but the keeper, Angle, was able to get out there and smother the ball before the Grizzlies could do any damage with it. Now Brooklyn Hunter, Morgan Fisher. She plays it to Fisher. Back to Hackney. Corinne, the sophomore out of Rose Hill, Kansas. Ball played in looking for Godwin. Kinsey's going to have it at her feet. Stops, pulls the ball back, and then it's knocked away by the defender, Erpelding. Fisher comes running in support, but she loses the ball. And it's going to be played out of bounds off of Butler. It'll be a KCK throw. Pretty well defended over there by Kenya Acuna Soto, who's out of Olathe, Kansas, and Olathe North High School. She played well defensively on that one. She gets the ball back at her feet right here, and it hits off the shoulder of Wink Sutton. KCK, though, still with the possession. We are 6 minutes gone by. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be a Butler throw off the foot of Jordan Bedard. Bedard out of Kansas City, Missouri, Staley High School, a 5'9" freshman forward. Fisher throws the ball in, looking for Wing Sutton. Megan's going to turn and run. She's got to step on the closest defender. Nice ball across the field to the middle, and they were trying to get it to Jaboyne, and she was just offsides. The defender stepped up ever so strategically and was able to draw Jaboyne offsides. Ball at the midfield stripe. KCK trying to possess. KCK still with the possession in the Grizzly defensive half. A shot coming from distance, going to take 2 or 3 hops and end up in the hands of Kyra Klump. Klump will roll it out to her right to Hallier. Josie plays it back in the middle for Bowman. Those two grew up just not too far apart from each other. Josie from Hutchinson and Bowman from Buhler, neighboring towns. And here comes Kinsey Godwin, a nifty little move to get around one defender. A defender to beat. She takes a shot, hits the crossbar. Oh my, the rebound comes down. Kim McAlpine trying to battle for it. She cannot get it. KCK clears it. Butler has the first good look of the contest, and it clangs off the crossbar. Look at this shot, left-footed shot, and just, boy, an inch lower, and that thing bounces into the goal. Ball out of bounds here. Kansas City will have it. Jaboyne sees the ball go out of bounds. She will pick it up, throw it back in. Hunter has it, plays it forward, looking for Villagrana. Yossi's going to try to keep it in bounds. Cannot. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for KCK and their keeper, Caitlin Angle. Or Carly Angle, excuse me. Angle will be here to take the goal kick, and it's going to end up out of bounds near midfield. Grizzlies trying to pressure KCK. Ball out of bounds. It'll be a Butler throw. Villagrana turns, wants to go forward. She is stonewalled there by a KCK defender. That was Viola Biscoff. She gets the ball back, fighting for it at midfield. And now a tussle. Two players go down. Yossi Villagrana is going to be slow to get up. She's grabbing the back of her left foot. Now she's up, moving gingerly. Taking the free kick off the foul will be Wing Sutton. She's going to play it out wide, looking for Hallier. Josie turns, plays the ball back into the middle, still carrying. Now left-footed pass is cut off by Hutchinson. Blue Dragons have it, crossing midfield. Swift running here, good movement. Grizzlies do have defensive numbers back. Ball played in, bouncing off of Hackney. It's going to be out of bounds. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, it will be a throw and not a corner kick. Almost 11 minutes gone in this one. The Grizzlies had one clang off the crossbar. It's been the best look for either team so far. Ball ends up in the hands of the keeper, Kyra Klump. Klump was shaken up earlier in this contest, but is doing just fine now. She was run into by a KCK defender, or attacker, I guess I should say. Big hop on the kick by Klump. Over the head of everyone except for the final KCK defender, so it's sent back the other way. Hallier, the first one to it. She'll turn and play it back to Bowman. Bowman has to hurry and get rid of it. And she does. Now Kinsey Godwin will get a touch and is going to play it back to Fisher. Fisher now to Hunter. One touch back into the middle looking for Wing Sutton. Could not connect. KCK will find some space of its own with which to work. Space is closing quickly. Pass forward is not going to be able to hit the intended target as Bowman gets there in time. No! KCK does take it away, so Hackney has to step in front of a pass and knock it away. Blue Devils still with the possession. Erpelding carrying inside the box. Now just a step outside, passes it in. Oh, this could be trouble. It bounced off the foot of Jordan Bedard, but ended up in the hands of Kyra Klump. Klump runs forward. She will punt it. Not as long a punt as she's had so far tonight. Bounces over Godwin, but it bounces right back to her. She will sidestep a defender. She's making some waves back behind the defense. She wants to pass it back into the middle, and that's easily intercepted. And Coach Adam Hunter offering some advice from across the way on that particular play. Hallier's going to drive it into the box. McAlpine had a touch. It bounces off her left foot and misses wide right of the post. Boy, that would have been a thing of beauty had McAlpine been able to one-touch that into the goal. She had a good look at it, a good chance. Here's a replay of the ball. Served in, and McAlpine just got a foot on it, and it slid a little further right than she would have liked. Godwin tried to get on that one, missed the initial touch. Eventually it's knocked away by Erpelding. Bedard has it. She's going to play it back. Taken away by Hunter. Hunter to Hallier. Trying to go out wide to Jaboini, and it's out. Another Butler throw coming. No score here, Butler and KCK. We are 14 minutes gone by. The Grizzlies had a really good shot off the foot of Kinsey Godwin that hit the crossbar, bounced back. Pretty nice evening temperature-wise here in El Dorado, but the wind is really blowing. So if that bothers you, you wouldn't like it much. Bowman sends it up in the air, headed by a KCK player, trying to go back the other way. Lots of heads on this one, both teams. McAlpine runs onto it, establishes a little control, plays it off to Fisher. Morgan out of Salina, Kansas, Salina South High School. This ball is going to end up rolling off the end line. It'll be a goal kick coming for KCK. Short punt here. KCK, though, still has it. Kim will challenge. They're going to play it back through Angle, the keeper. Butler coach Adam Hunter trying to implore his team to challenge on these short balls. And they are, and they take it away here with Hunter. Trying to find Jaboini. Had just a little bit much on that pass for her. She wasn't able to corral it. It's out of bounds, though, off of KCK. Off the foot of Leslie Hernandez. She's a 5'5" freshman defender from Kansas City, Missouri. Went to Lincoln Prep Academy. Grizzlies get it thrown in here. Wing Sutton trying to make a move. The ball's going to bounce into the box. Easily picked up at eye height by the keeper, Angle. She wings it out. KCK is going to make a run going the other way. There's plenty of space for Erpelding to work. She's going to play it forward, trying to find Bedard. It's going to bounce off the head of Hackney. Corinne giving a great chase to try to keep it in bounds, but unable to do so. Ball thrown in here for KCK. Sent across the top of the box, poked away by Bowman. Jaboini's going to be able to run onto it, having gone all the way back. Hallier now to Bowman. Bowman's going to drive a ball forward. No one on the receiving end. She kind of split the difference between Jaboini and McAlpine. Not for sure which one of those was her intended target. Nifty work by KCK with some little passing here to get inside the box. Defending over there is Bowman. Can she keep it from being a corner? Yes, she can. What an athletic play by Maddie Bowman. Let's see that on replay if we can. There we go. Look at this play by Bowman to stop the ball, and it looked like it was going to be a corner. Instead, she reaches her foot out there and drives it out of bounds. Now the ball into the box. Bowman turns around and is going to play it out. Yeah, it looked like it was going out. KCK saves it, working against the defensive Hallier. Josie not giving up on this thing. Ball driven into the box. It's going to be off the foot of a KCK player and out of bounds. So a really nice play there by Bowman. That's not going to show up in the stats anywhere, but that was an athletic and, I feel, clutch play in this contest to keep that from being a corner. Erpelding looking to throw the ball in. She's going to find Cordelia Payne. Comes right back to her. KCK has done a nice job in this contest of possessing the ball. They've really done a pretty nice job of finding friendly feet. If you were judging time of possession like you do in a football game, you'd probably say that KCK has the advantage. But they've just not been able to do much with it in the final 18. Hallier has all kinds of space with which to work along the far touchline. Now she's challenged, plays the ball forward, looking for Jaboini out of bounds, off of the foot of KCK's Maria Luisa Rocha. Rocha out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. This ball out. Again, a Butler throw coming. Sent away, brought down by the Devils. Bowman gets ahead on it. So does Villagrana. No one has settled yet. KCK sends it forward. Fisher is there. In time, it is taken away from her by Bedard. Bedard showing good skill and speed there. Plays the ball back into the box. This is going to be troublesome. Well, it would have been. Getting caught up in her own feet on the play there was Cordelia Payne out of Independence, Missouri. Went to Van Horn High School. That was a perfect pass for her. Would love to see the replay of how she missed on that one. McAlpine to Jaboini, right back to Kim. Kim plays it forward, trying to find Godwin. Kinsey's going to get a touch. Turn and move. Here she goes. A fire from distance. Just misses. Wide left. Oh, my. Kinsey Godwin has had 2 near misses here tonight. So close. Great look there from one of our end zone cameras. Carly Angle, 5'7" freshman goalkeeper from Liberty, Missouri. And here's a look at that play by Godwin. Gets around the defender, fires, just misses that post. Foul against the Grizzlies. This will be a free kick for KCK, but they're a long ways from dangerous territory. Peyton Reyes from Raytown, Missouri. She went to Raymore Peculiar Schools over there on the southeastern side of the Kansas City metropolitan area, I guess you would call it, over on the Missouri side. Another foul on Butler. I think that's against Jaboini. Free kick will be coming here for KCK on a windy evening. The Grizzlies have the wind at their back here in the first half. KCK driving the ball into the wind. They decide to play a low ball that's easily cut off by Fisher. Ball will be possessed here by Erpelding. Fisher providing defense. The ball's going to be out off of KCK, and we're going to have a substitution or two coming here for the Grizzlies. Treasure Valsheen will check in, as will Grace Barker Roberts. Coming out is Joy Jaboini and Kinsey Godwin. So when you have sophomore night and you want to start your sophomores, that's awesome, right? But what if you have 14 sophomores and only 11 spots on the field? Well, some of these sophomores are not going to get the chance to start tonight, but they get the chance to come in and play midway through the first half. Ball ends up in the hands of Kyra Klump. Klump took a shot at the end of a run by one of the KCK players, kind of a knee to the upper shoulder, maybe the side of the head. She was on the turf for quite a while, pounding her foot into the carpet in pain. And you really kind of started to see maybe some trepidation in the eyes of Butler fans and players alike, knowing their starting keeper was writhing in pain on the turf. But after about 5 minutes or so, she was able to get to her feet and stay in the contest. Taking the free kick here will be Peyton Reyes. KCK working into the Butler defensive half, but the Grizzlies do have a pretty solid defensive wave back there. Ball played forward, looking for McAlpine. Kim's going to get on the run. It'll be a race to the ball between her and one of the defenders. And neither will win that race as the ball goes out of bounds before they could get there. Good run for McAlpine. She was in a foot race there with Leslie Hernandez. Josie Hallier fighting for the ball. She's going to get it, sends the ball into the box. Wasn't cleanly cleared by KCK at first, so you're starting to wonder if maybe Butler could have had an opportunity. They didn't, but now they get the ball back. This is going to be Hunter just outside the box. She'll turn and fire. It bounces off of Hernandez, the defender. Hunter settles again, brings it back to Fisher. Fisher can launch from here if she wants to. She does. I think she was trying to find Treasure. Valsheen. Instead, KCK knocks it away yet again. 20.5 minutes left in our first half. Sent deep up the field by KCK, but Butler has Corinne Hackney right there. Hackney back to Bowman, looking out wide for Grace Barker-Roberts. Grace Barker-Roberts, another English woman out of Rickmansworth, England. 5'6" sophomore defender. When she came into play defender, they moved Josie Hallier up to midfield. Look at Treasure Valsheen. She's so fun to watch run. 5'6" sophomore out of Grenada on their national team. Butler coach Adam Hunter talking about heavy through balls, telling his team to have some touch. Butler will have a throw coming here. It'll be Barker-Roberts to take this throw. And now it'll be KCK to do so. Minutes and change left in our first half here. No score. Butler, KCK. The Grizzlies have had two good looks, both from Kinsey Godwin. One hit the crossbar and one was just left of the left post. Big bounce on this kick. Kim McAlpine's going to pressure. Nifty move by the KCK defender to get away from it. Now plays the ball back more into the middle of the field. KCK still with the defense, turning and passing the ball off there was Emma Gerby out of Independence, Missouri. KCK still with the possession. Treasure Valsheen is applying pressure. The ball was played forward by Rocha, bounced off the backside of Bowman. Grizzlies still trying to get rid of it, and Wing Sutton finally just launches it out of bounds. When in doubt, play it out, right? Ball thrown in here by KCK, and Wing Sutton's going to pull away with it. Giving it off to Valsheen. Treasure wants to run, crossing midfield. Stops, pulls inside of a defender, now plays it to Kim McAlpine. Kim, bottled up, and the ball taken away from her by Viola Biscoff. Biscoff, a 5'5" freshman out of Germany. Now Jordan Bedard plays it out wide. And the ball is going to be sent up the line. Here comes Erpelding making a run to get into the attack, being defended over there by Fisher. Fisher trying to hold her up. Ball's going to be a corner. So KCK, I believe this is the first corner for either team here in the contest. KCK will send Viola Biscoff out to take the corner. She runs forward, sends the ball into the box, and it is, played in, and a fantastic save by Klump. What a ball by Biscoff. What a play by Bedard. But what an even nicer play by Kyra Klump to make that save. And she had to just simply react. No time to even think about that ball, or else that would have been by her. We'll see on the corner kick here. The ball just comes right off the foot of Bedard, and Klump, diving to her right, was able to make the play. So now we can say that each team's had at least one good look at it. And a foul here. So still scoreless here. 12 minutes left to go in our first half. KCK throwing the ball in here. Now it'll be Butler. Ball out of bounds yet again. Grizzlies looking to make something happen here. The ball's going to be out of bounds off of Butler. Grizzlies are disagreeing with that call. You could hear one of the players say she literally hit it out. But the official did not agree, so the goal kick to KCK, and the ball already back in play. Ball still bouncing around, not possessed as of yet. Now Butler might have it. Hunter is going to make a move forward. Ball played back to Barker Roberts. She's going to play it up the line, looking for Falsheen. It's out off of KCK. Grizzlies will have a substitution coming in here. Yossi Villagrana is going to get a break. And coming in for her is the freshman, the very talented freshman, Emma Colby. So Colby, I believe, the first freshman to step on the field here today for the Grizzlies. Brent Hackney is going to play it all the way back to Klump. Klump calmly collects it and then plays it off to Logan Riley. No, I take that back. Logan Riley would be the first freshman who was in. Freshman out of Derby. Also Caitlin Irwin in there. So the Grizzlies started with all sophomores, but now you're starting to see some of the first-year players getting a chance. Brooke Sullivan carrying the ball here. Ball out of bounds. Under 10 minutes now to go in our first half. Riley's going to play it to Colby. Colby stops one way, goes back the other way. Fakes out a KCK defender so bad she lost her footing. Now Riley wants to try to make a run inside, passes the ball into the box, but nobody was there for the Grizzlies. Colby still challenging here on fresh legs. And plays it to Irwin, who's going to play it back to Riley. Now she's going to switch the field. One touch off of Roberts, high in the air. Sullivan was trying to get there, could not in time. Look at Wing Sutton come running back in here. She thought that might have been a handball on KCK, but didn't get the call, so she continues to play hard and eventually takes the ball away. Look at Megan with the nifty footwork there. And this ball's going to go off of KCK. It'll be a corner for the Grizzlies. Ball missing just to the right. Grizzlies have it here with Riley. Now to Irwin. Ball played in. Keeper's going to catch it, though. Irwin's going to play it in the middle to Colby. Colby's got room with which to work. She's going to play it back, looking for Hunter. Just could not make that connection. That was a really nice idea, though. Seven minutes left on our first half. No score. Grizzlies have had a couple good looks, but KCK had a really heart-stopping moment off of a corner kick. Great save by Kyra Klump. Grizzlies last played here a week ago today. 11 a.m. game against Martin. Butler won that contest 1-0 in a battle of the two teams at the top of the respective divisions in the Jayhawk Conference. Although Hutchinson at the moment has a half-game lead over Barton in the West. They are 10-2. Barton is 9-2. So we'll see how things shake out on that side of the bracket. But on the East, it's firmly established. The Grizzlies have won the Jayhawk East Conference Championship, their 13th conference title in 20 years of program history. Nice job by Wing Sutton to get that ball back right there. She played it to Irwin. Irwin was looking for Hunter, could not make the connection. So now it's going to come back to Logan Riley, and the Grizzlies will start all over again. Irwin launches it inside. I think she was trying to meet Colby there, but the pass was played a little too hard, and it got there, or it got through the area before Colby was able to get there. Foul on KCK. Here's a look at the replay. The KCK player went up and came down on top of the Butler player. So an injured KCK player on the play. It's stop the clock here with 5:21 to go in the first half. Actually, no, that's Treasure Valsheen from Butler. Excuse me. We've seen Treasure injured here on the home turf a few times this season. One time she passed out and had to be taken away in an ambulance. Thankfully, she was okay from that. And then a couple of weeks ago, she also had another injury, but has been able to overcome all their injuries so far. Hopefully, this is another situation in which she's able to overcome. They were walking straight towards the KCK bench, so that's why I thought initially it was a KCK player without breaking out the binoculars from way up here atop the press box. Then once I did, I was like, oh, that's a white jersey, not a blue jersey. Ball played to Brooke Sullivan. She spins off a defender, and look at her run. She's got some great wheels. She's going to try to pressure the keeper. The keeper, though, gets the kick away. Colby now is going to play it back to Hunter. Hunter into Colby. Colby's going to play it out. I thought she was trying to find Sullivan there on the far side. Ball played in. Can the Grizzlies make something happen? No. Kinsey Godwin back into the contest. I thought she was going to be able to bring that thing down and make something happen, but the ball just bounced away from her. Ball played forward by the Grizzlies. Nobody on the receiving end of it. Will they let it roll out? They will, so it'll be a goal kick. So Valsheen was able to walk off the field after that injury, but not under her own power. She was aided by a couple of athletic trainers. Ball played forward by KCK. Bowman sends it away. Hunter is going to chip a pass, looking for one of her teammates, could not connect with it. That was Irwin that she was trying to get the ball to. Bowman now is going to play it all the way back to the keeper, Klump, who just stands there, waits for the ball, receives it. Has to keep it at her feet, of course. Turns and plays it now to Wing Sutton. Megan's going to move towards the middle of the field, play it up to Colby. Colby thought about going one way, turned and went the other. Plays the ball towards the touchline. Godwin's going to come down with it. Always a lot of excitement when she gets the ball. She's had 2 near misses tonight. Oh, she tries to cut inside of a defender, and the ball was knocked away from her there. That ball was knocked away by the defender, Peyton Reyes. Peyton Reyes, 5'7" tall, a defender from Raytown, Missouri. KCK with it, deep in their own defensive end, but passing well to get up the field. It's one thing the KCK Blue Devils have done really well is pass the ball back and forth to each other, but they've not had a whole lot on the offensive end to show for it. They did have one corner kick that would have been a goal if not for the fast footwork and diving ability of Kyra Klump. Under 2 minutes now to go. And McColby making a move, middle of the field, gets past the defender. She can fire from here if she wants, she does. Shot, though, is saved by the KCK keeper, Carly Engel. Boy, Colby kind of broke free right there. We'll see if we can get a look at it. They do show it right there. She fired, but the keeper didn't have to move a whole lot to save that shot. Would have liked to have seen that replay maybe just a hair earlier to see how Emma was able to get free enough to take that shot. Here's Colby again. She is terrorizing this KCK defense at the moment. Time running down here in the first half.
1 minute remains in the first half. 1 minute.
1 minute to go. They're going to call that a foul on Emma Colby as she kind of tripped up Emma Gervey. Just barely. Just enough for the foul call. Nothing malicious about it. KCK goes short on the free kick. It comes right back to Hernandez, who took it. Butler pressuring here. Hernandez trying to get to this ball. She will not. It's played right back into Brooklyn Hunter. Hunter is going to play it into the middle, finding Sullivan, but Sullivan was offsides on the play.
Offsides against the Grizzlies.
15 seconds ago, that'll probably do it for our first half. Grizzlies have had a couple of chances. KCK's had one really good chance.
7.
But we are going to go into the half scoreless between Butler and KCK in the final match of the regular season.
And that is the end of the first half. Your score still 0-0.
We will take about a 15-minute break here for the two teams to go to their respective locker rooms. We will come back to bring you more action in the second half. Butler versus KCK, scoreless at BG Products Veteran Sports Complex.
Becoming a morning person starts the night before. With new Nariva Relax and Sleep, it has L-theanine to help me relax from daily stress. Plus, Shodan Ashwagandha for quality sleep, so I can wake up refreshed. Nariva, think bigger. Becoming a morning person starts the night before. With new Nariva Relax and Sleep, it has L-theanine to help me relax from daily stress. Plus, Shodan Ashwagandha for quality sleep, so I can wake up refreshed. Nariva, think bigger. Becoming a morning person starts the night before. With new Nariva Relax and Sleep, it has L-theanine to help me relax from daily stress. Plus, Shodan Ashwagandha for quality sleep, so I can wake up refreshed. Nariva, think bigger. Becoming a morning person starts the night before. With new Nariva Relax and Sleep, it has L-theanine to help me relax from daily stress. Plus, Shodan Ashwagandha for quality sleep, so I can wake up refreshed. Nariva, think bigger.
Defend your business with the help of advanced data security from Mediacom Business. Ronnie, stay giant. With 100 more sheets than Bounty. Ronnie, stay giant. With 100 more sheets than Bounty. Ronnie, stay giant. With 100 more sheets than Bounty.
Becoming a morning person starts the night before. With new Nariva Relax and Sleep, it has L-theanine to help me relax from daily stress. Plus, Shodan ashwagandha for quality sleep, so I can wake up refreshed. Nariva, think bigger. Becoming a morning person starts the night before. With new Nariva Relax and Sleep, it has L-theanine to help me relax from daily stress. Plus, Shodan ashwagandha for quality sleep, so I can wake up refreshed. Nariva, think bigger.
We were the first in the U.S. to protect those with diabetes, one of the first to insure people with HIV, and the first life insurance of its kind. With John Hancock Vitality, we've changed life insurance forever with a one-of-a-kind program that rewards your healthy choices and motivates you to live your best life so you can celebrate some firsts of your own. John Hancock Vitality. Your life comes first. Go to johnhancock.com to learn more.
Ronnie, stay giant. With 100 more sheets than Bounty.
Becoming a morning person starts the night before. With new Nariva Relax and Sleep, it has L-theanine to help me relax from daily stress. Plus, Shodan ashwagandha for quality sleep, so I can wake up refreshed. Nariva, think bigger.
Ronnie, stay giant. With 100 more sheets than Bounty.
When I meet a patient who comes in with a complaint of dry, chapped lips, I always want something that's medicated. I recommend Blistex to my patients. Using a medicated lip balm will give you the best chance at preventing issues with dry, chapped lips and also helping to treat it.
Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom little girl named.
Mediacom Business makes it easy for our small business to do big things.
Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom little girl named.
Ronnie, stay giant. With 100 more sheets than Bounty.
We were the first in the U.S. to protect those with diabetes, one of the first to insure people with HIV, and the first life insurance of its kind. With John Hancock Vitality, we've changed life insurance forever with a one-of-a-kind program that rewards your healthy choices and motivates you to live your best life so you can celebrate some firsts of your own. John Hancock Vitality. Your life comes first. Go to johnhancock.com to learn more.
Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom won't grow anymore.
You smell amazing.
It's native, clean, effective, all-day deodorant.
Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom won't grow anymore. Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom won't grow anymore.
Mediacom Business. Connectivity that keeps businesses moving forward.
Gigabit Plus, enterprise-level solutions from Mediacom Business.
When I meet a patient who comes in with a complaint of dry, chapped lips, I recommend Blistex.
Ronnie, stay giant. With 100 more sheep than Bounty.
Fashion and All-Star For me, I always like the guys that are comfortable in their own style.
They got a game to think about now over here,
And now they
trying to
wearing
one up
outfits.
each other.
DraftKings, live from the compound.
When I meet a patient who comes in with a complaint of dry, chapped lips, I always want something that's medicated. I recommend Blistex to my patients. Using a medicated lip balm will give you the best chance at preventing issues with dry, chapped lips and also helping to treat it.
Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom, little girl, named...
We're outrageously dependable. That's really bright.
Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom, little girl, named...
We're outrageously dependable. That's really bright.
Gigabit Plus, enterprise-level solutions from Mediacom Business.
We're outrageously dependable. That's really bright.
back here at BG Products Veteran Sports Complex in El Dorado. We are just about ready for the start of the second half. You see Kim McAlpine standing over the ball there, ready to kick it off and start the second half, which she has now done. Ball out of bounds quickly. Amelie Koenig in there for the Grizzlies, playing in the right side defender, which is where she normally starts the contest. Did not start, of course, tonight because it is sophomore night. Ball out of bounds. She'll get another one quickly to throw it in. Runs up the field, trying to throw it over Brooklyn Hunter to run onto. And a foul. We're going to call it on the Grizzlies. So KCK gets the free kick from deep in its own end. Ball out again, off Butler, KCK throw. Look at the stats through the first half. Butler had 9 shots, KCK had 3. Butler had 3 of those shots on goal. KCK had 2 shots on goal. Kyra Klump had 2 saves, and the KCK keeper Carly Engel had 3 saves. Butler had 4 corner kicks, KCK had 1. Butler was offsides 4 times, KCK was not offsides at all. KCK was called for 3 fouls, Butler for 2, and there were no cards of any kind assessed in the first half. Butler did have a couple of really good looks at it. They had a banger off the crossbar by Kinsey Godwin. Then Kinsey also got 3 later on and missed wide left by a pretty small margin. Now here's the ball played into the box for the Grizzlies. Sullivan's going to take a shot. It bounces, or it's a line drive right into the chest to the keeper. It bounces away from her, but nobody else is able to pick up the ricochet before she's able to pick it up just a couple of yards away from her. So take a look at that sequence again if we can. And here's a look at the replay. You can see the ball played in really well to Sullivan. He turns and fires, but right at the keeper. Nice job by our camera crew and our replay operators. An entirely student-led crew tonight here at BG Products Veteran Sports Complex, with the exception of myself, of course. It's been a long time since I've been a student. Ball played in, and it's going to be easily picked up by the keeper, Carly Engel. Butler coach Adam Hunter, you can maybe hear him over the crowd mic saying, "Come on!" Yossi Villagrana takes the ball away here for the Grizzlies. Koenig had it, tried to play it right back to Yossi, but misfired, and now KCK has it despite heavy pressure from Megan Wingsutton. Now ball switched over near side here to Gerby. She's got some room to work before she starts getting some pressure from Koenig. KCK still with the possession. Ball played in, cut off over there by Hackney. Headed by Hunter. Wingsutton trying to get onto it. Brooklyn's going to take it away here now for the Grizzlies. McAlpine plays it right back to her. Up the line here to Sullivan. Near touch line she goes. Working against the defender. She's going to work around that defender. That is Rocha. And now pulls it back to Hunter. Brooklyn kind of fell down and loosed the ball, and she's slow to get up. Hopefully she's okay. And a robbery of the ball right there by Wingsutton. What will Megan do? She's going to play a ball in, looking for Sullivan, who's trying to outrun the defender just outside the box on the right side. Stops, surveys. Now she wants to make a move into the box. She's still carrying left-footed pass to Wingsutton. One touch shot to the goal is saved. Ball punted high into the air. Butler going into the wind of this half. There's another look at that one touch from Wingsutton. Pretty good shot, but right at the keeper. Here comes another opportunity for the Grizzlies. Sullivan has it. She's going to play back to Hunter. Now McAlpine thought she might have a chance to take a shot. It's knocked away. Grizzlies will try to build a secondary break here. Ball knocked away from Koenig once, twice. She gets it back. Now the Grizzlies going to go the other side defensively with Riley working her way up into the attack. Making a move. Now it's Godwin. She's so nifty with the ball inside the box. She wants to cross it in, and it was knocked away by KCK. She was looking for McAlpine, but McAlpine was defended over there by Gerby for KCK. Going in here for the Grizzlies. Purple Ding on the far side is going to launch it up the field for the Blue Devils, making a run on it defensively. That is Riley showing some good speed. She gets back to the ball. She's going to play it back to the keeper. And the Grizzlies have changed keepers in this second half. This is Ashton Conley back there for the Grizzlies. She's able to pick up that ball easily and quickly wings it out. Finding Koenig. Amelie has her pass intercepted. A shot is blocked by one of the defenders. Did not see which one hit that ball. Hernandez plays it into the middle. Out wide, KCK goes. Here's a ball launched towards Conley, but it's going to be well wide to the right. Maybe just a hair high also. So the Grizzlies a little stale here, offensively at least, and they've been a little bit on their heels there. KCK getting off a look there. Ball bouncing into the box. Conley will be able to pick it up easily. Rolls it out to her right to Koenig yet again. Ashton Conley, a third-year player for the Grizzlies, taking advantage of that extra year of COVID eligibility. She's a two-sport star for the Grizzlies. I guess I should say. She plays with the women's soccer team here, of course, but also plays some minutes for the women's basketball team. Went to the national tournament. She's been to two national tournaments, or two different types of national tournaments. She's been with the Grizzlies a couple times. She's been with women's basketball to each sport's respective national tournament. Not a lot of players in college sports can say that they not only played two different sports, but went to the national tournament in two different sports. Kyra Klump, you would assume her day is done after one half. She took a pretty good shot to the upper body, maybe the neck, the head area. Stayed in the game, though. Here's a shot taken, and Conley knocks it down and picks it up. Gets rid of it quickly. Again to the right to Koenig. Koenig on the run. Finds McAlpine. She's going to play it right back to Koenig. And a ball launched in, looking for Godwin. Kenzie's trying to find the end of it. Can she? Defenders shielding the ball. Godwin runs into the keeper. There's a collision there. We want to see another look at that, of course. Keeper punts the ball away. Look at this. Oh, this is a great angle from the backside camera. You can see the keeper goes down, and Godwin kind of slides into her. Kind of wonder when they might have thought about calling for a foul there, but they did not. Logan Riley in some physical play right there. Has the ball stolen away from her there by Mia Hurt. Hurt still possessing. She's going to fire a one-hopper into the hands of the keeper, Conley. Mia Hurt for KCK is a 5'6" freshman from Omaha, Nebraska. Went to Bennington High School. Wing Sutton plays it forward for the Grizzlies, finding Hunter. Brooklyn stops, pulls the ball back. Now she switches the field, looking for Koenig, the defender, trying to work her way up into the attack. Into the middle of the field, plays the ball out wide to Hunter. Now ball's going to be off of KCK inside the flag. This will be a corner here for the Grizzlies. Butler had 4 corners in the first half. Could not convert on any of them. They have now their 5th of the game here early in the second half. Almost 10 minutes gone by here in this second half. Hunter's so good at serving up assists. Serves this ball in, and McAlpine got her foot on it. Didn't get a lot of pace on the ball. It ends up right in the hands of the keeper, Carly Angle, who was perfectly positioned. KCK is going to fire from distance. Oh, that was a little closer than maybe we thought. It was going to be at first. Sailed over top of the goal, but not by a whole lot. Conley has pretty good span. You see this ball just over the top of the frame. Maybe it was a little bit right, but that thing was aimed for the upper right 90. It didn't miss by a whole lot. Ashton Conley at 5 foot 10 inches tall, the second tallest player on the team behind Elena Runk. Ball turned and fired and into the goal. So KCK breaks the scoreless streak here. They get a long distance goal. I think that was Jordan Bador. It was, who just turned and fired and perfectly placed that ball just inside the left post. We'll see if we can get a look at that shot again.
KCK goal scored by number 23, Jordan Bedard. KCK leads Butler 1-0.
Making a move now. This is Sullivan. Grizzlies trailing at 1-0 here. Kinsey Godwin has it on the far side over there. Moving in, she'll take a shot, and it's going to bounce into the hands of the keeper, who immediately falls to the ground to make sure she has it secured. 1-0 KCK, the Grizzlies. A little bit stunned here, I think, to find themselves trailing by a goal. They've had plenty of looks, but haven't had a chance to knock anything in yet. KCK has just been peppering the Butler goal here in the second half, and they finally got one in. Ball thrown in here. Yossi Villagrana trying to bring it down. Now she's going to turn, split a couple of defenders, still with the ball. Plays it out wide to Emma Colby. Emma settles, now fires across. It's in good shape. A header by Godwin. Too high, way over top the crossbar. Good look for Colby. Pretty good effort there by Godwin, but instead of being able to drive the ball forward, it bounced high off of her head and was therefore of no consequence. And you can take a look at this cross here again. Yep, just missed off her head. That would have been a pretty nice goal for the Grizzlies to equalize this contest. Now ball played too far forward there by Sullivan. Ends up in the hands of the keeper. Still a whole lot of time left, over 32 and a half minutes to go. The Grizzlies have yet to be able to find the goal tonight. Ball out of bounds to Butler. Thrown in here. Played by Wing, Sutton across the field, looking for Riley. Going to be played out wide to Godwin. Godwin with a nifty little turn inside. Has the defender, a step on the defender. Now stop, pulls the ball back. Gets a little space. Plays it into Sullivan. It's knocked away, though. Grizzlies are finding a way to get into the final 18, but still looking for that quality finish. They need one to equalize this contest. Turning and making a run here now. Sullivan still with it, just outside the 18, now inside the 18. She can pass it off to Colby if she wants to. She does. Made Colby have to retreat a little bit to go get it. Now Emma wants to work across the defender here. Pass into Villagrana. Can Villagrana get on it? Yes, she does. She takes it away from a defender. Now plays it back to Koenig. Koenig, middle of the field, finding Hunter for Colby, for Wing Sutton. Still no quality shot coming yet. Now a chance, a ball slid in, but the Grizzlies can't make it happen. Not sure if the Grizzlies would have been on sides anyway, had they been able to do something with it. Now a deep ball the other way. This could be troublesome. Conley, though, is able to get out and pick it up. So you got another look at that replay there. The opportunity for Butler that turned out to be nothing. Riley plays it forward, looking for Godwin. Kinsey with that great speed. Can she get there? A slide tackle. Both players go down. KCK ends up with the ball. Riley steps in front of a pass. Gives it up to Hunter. In the middle of the wing, Sutton. Played out wide to Colby. KCK has got a lot of defenders back. Grizzlies will have to do something to get through this defense to score a goal. KCK again turns away the Grizzlies. Under 30 minutes now to go. Still a lot of time, but the Grizzlies have got to find a way to break through here at some point. KCK has just completely stonewalled Butler to this point in time. And a ball out of bounds. This will be a corner for KCK. So who will take the kick for the Blue Devils? It will be running out there. Viola Biskoff, she took the goal, or the corner kick in the first half. That was very nearly a goal for the Blue Devils at that point in time. Service here, bouncing over everyone. And it will be out of bounds. Conley has the ball in her hands. Runs forward and punts. Into that stiff breeze. Nifty little move there by Godwin. She's going to play the ball forward. Too much on it for Sullivan. And we're just going to run forward and make the keeper pick the ball up in her hands. A little bit of gamesmanship there by Angle. Say, make me pick it up. Ball launched with the wind at her back. Wing Sutton gets first touch. Ball sent the other way. Grizzlies just unable to make anything happen in the net. Sutton making a run, fighting off a defender, tries to play a ball out wide, is cut off, she'll get it back. Now chips a pass up the line, but out of bounds. Thrown in by KCK, off the head of a Butler player. Another KCK throw coming. Well, what does this game mean for the Grizzlies? Honestly, not a whole lot. It might have an impact on the at-large seeding for the national tournament if the Grizzlies do not happen to win the Region 6 tournament. But even now, with a 15-2-1 overall record, you would think the Grizzlies would be more or less a lock to make it to nationals if they reached at least the semifinals of the regional tournament. But you never really know. Certainly don't want a loss at this point in the season to put a big blemish on that chance. Foul, KCK player goes down. They will have a free kick coming Adam Hunter trying to find the combination that'll work to get him a goal in this contest. A tie wouldn't probably hurt you as much. A loss probably would to the fourth place team in the conference. We've seen the Grizzlies, though, have a game here or there where they just are flat. I would say that game at home against Coffeyville was one of those when they tied 1-1. Grizzlies play the ball back defensively. You know, it's got to be tough, though, also playing a big game against a heated rival like Barton and then sitting for an entire week. Not sitting, of course, they practice and whatnot, but having a week off of games and then having to come back in and play what is more or less a meaningless game in the final game of the regular season. That does have to be tough to some degree. Still, Grizzlies want to try to find a way to get this done. 24 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. KCK leading the Grizzlies 1-0 on the strength of a goal by Jordan Bedard. Butler just cannot find a sustained possession. A nice play there by Wing Sutton to slide tackle the ball away, but Emma Colby was unable to get there before it was taken away by a KCK defender. Final game of the regular season, and then they will play a week from today here at the football stadium. Of course, football, soccer stadium, but next week there's going to be a football game here too, so it would probably end up being a double header. We've had a few of those this season. Couple subs come on for the Grizzlies. Looks like Caitlin Irwin comes back in. Gets a touch right away. Colby has it. Keeps it along the touch line. Big battle off the ball there by Kate Erpelding. Nicely done by her. And now a foul called on Erpelding. She knocks over Emma Colby and does the sportsman thing and helps her back to her feet. So Brooklyn Hunter will take the free kick. Ball near the touchline, about 30 yards out. One player making a bit of a wall. Ball into the box, still bouncing around, cleared out by KCK. Blue Devils push the ball up the field. The Grizzlies will cut it off. KCK will be happy to do that for the rest of the game, to be honest. As long as they can just keep kicking the ball deep down the field, make the Grizzlies restart all the time, they'll be happy with that. Oh, a pass that just missed from the gifted foot of Yossi Villagrana. But KCK cuts off a pass there. Blue Devils possessing well now. Logan Riley has it far side. Butler will build yet another attempt. Or they won't. Taken away. Well, it's just been tough sledding for Butler offensively here in the second half. Ball played forward. Off the head of Wink Sutton. And a foul. Somebody grabbed Megan's jersey and gave it a pretty good tug. You can see it from all the way up here. Wink Sutton gets around a defender. Played out to Godwin. Godwin Irwin plays it in, still working on it, and she's going to be called for a foul. She's frustrated. Junior Galvan, the assistant coach, says keep creating opportunities. 20 minutes, 30 seconds to go. There's a lot of opportunities that can be made in that amount of time. Grizzlies just need one to tie, two to win. Colby pulls the ball back, slides it across the field, finding Hunter. Hunter has options, lots of bodies around her. Now they leave her for Villagrana. She's in a battle for the ball. It's played out of bounds by KCK. Can the Grizzlies try to build something here? We're going to have substitutions for both teams. Joy Jaboini comes back in for Butler. Also checking back in for KCK is Kenya Akuna Soto, as well as Mia Mosher out of Topeka, Kansas, Topeka West High School. Ball sent away by KCK here, though. The Grizzlies might have something building here with Hunter. Gives it to Villagrana. Yossi comes back to the middle of the field. Back to Hunter. Right back to Yossi. Still carrying. Still carrying. Plays a ball looking for, oh my, Jaboini on the back post. Beautiful idea. It just could not connect. Colby. Oh, tried to give a nice little ball there to Irwin. Colby has it, now giving it off to Jaboini. She crosses. Can she keep it in bounds? No. Corner kick for KCK. Launched up the field, bouncing over a couple of players. Who will win this out of the air? Eventually it will be KCK launching it down the field. Conley has it inside the box, picks it up with her hands. Rolls it out now to Koenig. Amelie, the freshman from Berlin, Germany. One flick to Irwin. To no one. Bounds off Butler. Now there's still 17 and a half minutes to go, but it feels like there's a lot less time than that. Will the Grizzlies finally be able to pull something out of their pocket and put it in the goal? Ball played to Colby here. Making a run. She's got Jaboini on the backside. The cross. Oh, they just missed a chance for a secondary deflection. No. KCK turns that away. Wing Sutton, though, comes down with the ball. She's going to play it out wide to Joy. Joy just outside the box. Now moves inside. Can she cross this off? She's being really well defended. Answer is no. KCK, again, launches deep down the field. Conley's going to wait till she's inside the box so she can pick it up. She does. She wants to move quickly, flinging it out to her left. Riley, cut off. Wing Sutton to Hunter. Hunter with a nifty move to get away from some defenders, carrying with some space right now. Still charging forward. Fakes a kick once, twice, now gives it off wide to Koenig. Koenig inside the box, kicks it off of Erpelding. Will this be a corner? No. Koenig keeps it in bounds. Just outside the box. Now she's going to pass the ball in, and a shot taken. Oh, and just missed by Irwin. Oh, my. Just off the right post. Was that the golden opportunity missed for the Grizzlies, or will they get more looks like that as we wind down to our final 16 minutes to go? KCK has to be feeling the pressure defensively, you would think. She's Look at that ball slid in. Goes past one player. Irwin, just missed that thing. Hackney plays it out to Koenig. Koenig up the line. To Irwin, now to Hunter. Switching the field, trying to find Colby on the wide side. Could not do it. KCK, as they've done so well tonight, just finding feet, extending the possession. Still with it here. The Grizzlies will cut it off with Riley, at least for a moment. She loses it. KCK still possessing. Now they're going to be close to the Butler defensive 18. Ball bouncing around like in a pinball machine. Nobody can settle. Out of bounds now. A throw to KCK. Ball thrown in. Set up the field by Butler. See Villagrana in a tussle over there trying to get the ball back. Cannot. Cut off by Bowman. Now Hackney with a touch, playing it out wide to Riley. Riley wants to move up the far touchline. She's intercepted, but gives it off to Jaboini. Joy plays it in the middle. A nice ball now to Hunter. Can the Grizzlies go from here? Hunter still possessing. Plays it out wide to Jaboini. Jaboini collects. Just outside the box, sends a cross in, nobody there on the backside, there's a chance, and that thing is launched into the atmosphere by Koenig. I felt like Koenig might have had a chance to carry that, or at least get one more touch before she had to fire it, but maybe she felt the defenders were coming a lot faster than I realized. Riley checks out of the game. In for the Grizzlies now is Maria Amor. She's out of Caracas, Venezuela, a 5'6" freshman defender. Ball to Emma Colby, freshman from Mulvane. Launches forward, looking for Jaboini. She stayed on side. She might get a chance here. She kicks it. The keeper collides with her. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner. They're going to say it's off the keeper, out of bounds. So as we prepare for that corner, we might get a chance to take a look at that on replay. We do. Here's a look at it. It is off the hands of the keeper. Good call by the official. So Brooklyn Hunter, so good at serving up these corner kicks. She will do it here with under 13 minutes to go. Launches the ball towards the top of the box. And KCK is going to clear it. Brought down by the defender. Played out to Hunter, who's just out there to take the corner. Carey still moving across the top of the field. She wanted to play it inside, knocked away by Erpelding. Jaboini might bring it down here. She's going to play it out wide. Looking for Amor. Plays it in off the head of Colby, bouncing inside the box. The keeper reaches up. If she doesn't make that play, things could get really interesting as that ball would have taken another big hop. Not sure who would have gotten to it first, but the keeper was able to reach up as high as she could, make the catch as the ball was on its way up after the big bounce. 12 minutes to go. Will the Grizzlies find a goal to equalize this thing, or will they take a stunning loss to end the regular season? Ball played away by Conley. Grizzlies have it. Hunter is trying to play it up to Colby. Can she get there? No. Cut off. Butler in series history with KCK is 13 wins, 3 losses, no ties all time. Colby still with it now, just outside the box. She will play across in, missing. Oh, must have been deflected by one of the defenders. Grizzlies send in a trio of substitutes. Kim McAlpine, Kinsey Godwin, and Brooke Sullivan. So they are bringing out the big guns here to try to finish this thing off in the final 10.5 minutes. Grizzlies play it back to the defense. Koenig moves around a defender, plays it to wing. Sutton Megan loses the ball. KCK possessing here. This is not helping Butler's cause by any means. Ball launched in. Conley will bobble initially, but pick it up cleanly. Grizzlies have not lost to KCK since May 3rd, 2021. Yes, you heard that right, May. That's the year that, of course, the fall 2020 season was suspended because of COVID, and they ended up playing a shortened season in the spring of 2021. KCK swept Butler that year. The Grizzlies went 5-8 in the regular season, but got hot at the right time, won all 3 games in the regional tournament, and went to the national tournament. In Georgia, that's where this year's national tournament will be. The Grizzlies are hoping to get back there. Foul on KCK. Grizzlies had a free kick on the restart. Now they're going to play it into the box, headed away. Boy, KCK just doing such a great job of denying every Butler opportunity so far in some form or fashion. Ball played forward, looking for Sullivan here on the near side. 8:45 to go. Sullivan still possessing on the inside. Can she take a shot from here? No, she'll play ball looking for Godwin. A great play. They say she was offsides, but she missed the goal anyway.
Offside against the Grizzlies.
Women's Soccer Championships will be played this year, November 13th to the 19th at Blanchard Woods Park in Evans, Georgia. Ball headed forward. Grizzlies, of course, have to make sure KCK doesn't score again, but they really have to try to get the equalizer here. KCK, of course, is just going to pack it back defensively right now. So it's just going to make the degree of difficulty for Butler scoring all that much higher with 7.5 minutes to go. Grizzlies have had a few good looks here in this second half. They had some really excellent looks in the first half. A ball that hit off the crossbar and one that missed just wide left. Both of those attempts by Kinsey Godwin. Grizzlies send it back up the field. Calpine trying to head it forward. Godwin trying to get to it. She just could not get there. Boy, she puts so much pressure on those defenses. But Butler right now unable to possess. KCK is just trying to play a big game of keep away at this point in time and look at all kinds of room with which to carry. Now a ball sent forward. If you're KCK, why are you taking that shot? That's just going to automatically turn the ball right back over. Played forward, looking for Hunter. Hunter chips it forward for McAlpine. Kim battling for the ball. She has a chance to take a shot. She goes down. 2 defenders around her, and the keeper ends up picking up the ball. Grizzlies moved up one spot in the national rankings this week from 6th to 5th. Eastern Florida State fell from number 1 to number 2, allowing undefeated Tyler to move to the top spot in the poll. Number 3 is Hill. Number 4 is Seminole. Two teams that Butler has lost to. The only two teams that Butler has lost to so far this season. They're trying to avoid KCK being the third. Here comes Godwin making a move just inside the 18. Chips it across. Oh, Sullivan leaped as high as she could to try to get her head on the ball and could not. So Tyler, Eastern Florida State, Hill, Seminole, Butler. The rest of the top 10 is Salt Lake, Utah, Monroe Community College, Snow College, Iowa Western, and Polk State from Florida. KCK making a substitution here now. Ball driven forward by Bowman. McAlpine is going to chip it out to Sullivan. What can Brooke do here? Oh, she didn't get a very good touch. Still battling for the ball. It's out. It's going to be a corner for the Grizzlies. This could be a break for Butler. 4.5 minutes to go. Everybody sprints towards that end of the field to get ready for this corner kick. This could be a pivotal moment in this contest. Hunter sets the ball inside the little diamond. Raises the right hand, runs forward, sends the ball in, and headed, knocked away by the keeper. Another corner coming. Boy, I want to see that one if we can. Ball headed, poked away by the keeper, and then the KCK player kicked it, and it goes out of bounds. So another corner coming. Hunter from the opposite side of the field runs forward. She drives this one into the box, still bouncing around. Sullivan has it. Trying to keep it in play. She does. She drives it back to the top of the box, but into a KCK player. And the Grizzlies now, time is not their friend. Koenig gets around a defender. Everybody's gassed out there at this point. Ball played forward from McAlpine. Here comes Godwin. Oh, she was offsides. But was she? Oh, I'd love to see the replay from camera 2 on that one. Was she offsides? I don't know if camera 1 would show that all the way from when Kinsey started to make that run. Boy, so close. Two and a half minutes to go. All KCK has to do is keep the Grizzlies at bay. Butler, of course, trying to make a move. Sullivan with some nifty footwork, but there's just so many blue jerseys to fight. KCK just sitting it as far down the field as they can. Conley not wanting to kick the ball. She's passing it out instead. That's only going to make the road a little longer for the Grizzlies to travel. And of course, it's hard to punt into this stiff wind anyway. Ball played forward. Kinsey got it again. Another run. She's onside here. She's going to play it. Knocked away out the foot of the keeper. Right to McAlpine. Can Kim cash this in? Yes! Goal Grizzlies! An unfortunate break for KCK, but it gives Butler new life in this contest. Wow! Kim McAlpine will never get a better gift than that. A ball right at her foot, about 15 yards away. And you know, Kim McAlpine, the Scottish woman, is going to finish that every single time. Kim McAlpine scored 25 goals a year ago. She hasn't scored that many this year, but look at this. It comes right down to her. And she just turns, blasted off of actually a defender's head. Wow. I don't know. If that ball doesn't go off the defender's head, does the goalkeeper stop it? Maybe so. Well, now the Grizzlies have to hold on for 1:50 and try to settle this thing if they can in regulation. But if not, we're going to see some extra soccer here tonight. Boy, I was starting to think the Grizzlies didn't have it in them. They got a great break right there. A very fortunate bounce of the ball on a couple of different occasions. The fact that the ball bounced back to McAlpine, and then when she took the shot, that it bounced off the defender's head. Can the Grizzlies go again? Here is Sullivan. Can she outrace the defender and get to their ball? No, it's kicked out of bounds. Boy, the Grizzlies have found success tonight when they have sent the ball out to Godwin, the talented speedster sophomore from First Kansas.
1 minute remains.
What do we have here? We have a handball or a foul. Either way, it's a free kick. KCK. That ball kicked, and now they're going to stop the clock. They're going to say that Hunter did not allow enough space, which, you know, I remember playing summer league soccer with her dad, and at one point had a situation like that, and he told his teammates, of which I was one of them, to just go stand on the ball. That's kind of what Brooklyn just did there. She didn't actually stand on it, but she stood within about a yard of it so that the kick couldn't get away. Grizzlies had time to reset their defense by the time the officials stopped the clock and made KCK take a new kick. Ball played out to Godwin. Off the head. Will this go in? It will! Oh, my! What a turn of events in this contest here. Kinsey Godwin got a head on it. It had just enough to crawl into the goal. Oh, wow. Boy, Butler down 1-0 with about 2 minutes to go, and all of a sudden the Grizzlies have found lightning in a bottle. Put up 2 quick goals. Look at that ball just bouncing towards the frame. That defender did great effort trying to get back to it. There's just nothing
KCK 2-1.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. First, McAlpine finds the equalizer, and then in the 90th minute, this may be the goalkeeper or the goal winner. Oh, that got a little too close for comfort. On the kick, they blasted it right at Conley. Conley was standing back on the goal line. That ball took a high hop. She had to pop it up in the air and then make the catch on it. 15 seconds to go. Boy, wouldn't that have been something if that would have gone in? That would have
10, 9,
probably made this the most remarkable soccer contest I've ever
6,
seen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, there you
and
are.
that is the end of today's match. Butler defeats KCK on sophomore day 2-1.
So Butler gets a sophomore day victory here over Kansas City, Kansas by a 2-1 score, and maybe the most improbable ending to a soccer match that you'll ever see. I'm going to ask you if you can dial up the replay of those 2 goals that happened in the final 2 minutes and change in this contest. How did Butler pull a rabbit out of the hat for this one? Two teams congratulating each other on the sideline, and now the Grizzlies will make their way.
That is the end of the Butler soccer regular season. The playoffs will be right back here next Saturday on the 29th against a to-be-determined opponent.
Grizzlies will play Saturday
playoffs.
29th, probably at 11, I would assume.
Today, everybody,
because
we'll
there's a
see you
football
next
game
time.
at 7 that night. We do know at least the game will be earlier, probably no later than 2, but I would assume it will be maybe earlier than that. I've not heard official word from the athletic department on that regard, but Grizzlies will play Saturday. And if the standings hold true, which they may or may not, Butler will play either Cali or Dodge. Right now, Cali is at 4-7 in conference play. Dodge is at 4-8. So Cali still had 2 games left to play as of this morning. Dodge had 1 game left to play. So the Grizzlies will be the top seed in the East. As a result, they'll play the number 4 seed out of the West. So if the standings hold as they are right now, which they could very easily change with how close those 2 teams are, it would be Butler taking on Dodge City Coffeyville would play Cali. Johnson County would go on the road to Barton, and KCK would go on the road to Hutchinson. A lot of things still to be determined on the western half. Hutch leads Barton by a half game, and in the battle for third place, Cali leads Dodge by a half game. But again, a lot can change with just one game in either of those races. Things are very much settled. In the Eastern Conference, the Grizzlies finish at 12-0-1. Coffeyville is firmly in second place. Johnson County will finish in third, and KCK will finish in fourth. So KCK will go to face the West Division winner on the road in the first round. I believe we're going to have Coach Adam Hunter upstairs for a post-game press conference, maybe a player or two as well. We will go ahead and sign off of this stream unless we can see a replay of those 2 goals, which I would love to see, and they may have shown it when I was looking at the standings, but if they could show it for me again real quick, those 2 goals, the goal by Kim McAlpine, and then secondly, the game winner by Kinsey Gadsden. We'll see if we can dial it up in the truck. Do I have that kind of power? Yeah, it does not appear that the replays are going to be pulled up in the moment, so let's go ahead and call this broadcast to an end, and we will invite you to switch over to the other broadcast that is labeled as post-game press conference. Coach Adam Hunter will be upstairs with us, 5 or 10 minutes, whatever it takes for him to talk to his team and then sprint up the stairs to come and bring us some post-game comments. Again, that broadcast is the same place you'll find this one, just a different link. It'll be labeled as Soccer Post-Game Press Conference. This is BCTV Director Matt Jacobs on behalf of our student-run crew. From our director and replay ops, Dylan Whittorf and Logan Ward, to all of our camera operators and everybody in between, we thank you for tuning in to the final soccer broadcast of the regular season. We will bring you the first round of the playoffs as well next Saturday, but it's been a fun regular season bringing you Butler soccer, and we appreciate you turning in at every stop along the way. We will catch you next week.
Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom little girl anymore. Hello, patient J. My name is Dr. Quinzel, and I'm here to...
I hear the cry for help buried deep inside of you.
I thought if I played the good girl, I'd get a pat on the head. My mom little girl anymore.
Gigabit Plus, enterprise-level solutions from Mediacom Business.